Hello everybody, welcome to the live stream tonight. My goodness, it's been a little while, hasn't it? I have been away at the hospital, as you all know, and it's good to be back. We got some catching up to do. We have a commentary to do tonight. And it's, yeah, we're gonna have some fun. And doing a commentary on Tales of Valhalla Episode 3, Season 3, that actually released before I went to the hospital, and now have my buddy Jason here tonight, and we are going to talk about it. And yes, I am Ryan, the producer of Tales of Valhalla: The Aftermath Chronicles, and so tonight I have, and dressed so nicely tonight is my friend Jason, who is a voice actor for Tales of Valhalla, here to join us on the commentary for Episode 3 for a good reason. And part of the reason is, well, it's shown plainly on his shirt. So, Jason, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yes. So, if I introduce myself as a model for your new merchandise here, I assume this one's probably available in your store, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
The front says, "We are stuck," and the back, I have to turn around, you can't hear me, but "We are stuck in the middle of nowhere," because apparently that's my tagline for this show now, for my character. At least one of the two.
Yep, the character for Gearnt. And yeah, the merch store is www.cptov.store. Proceeds will help us establish a budget for future seasons, so any help will do. Thank you in advance. And Jason, tell us what you do on the YouTube front.
So I'm the creator of the Tabletop Battlefield, where we talk about tabletop miniature games, and occasionally robotics, and some other oddball things from time to time. And you can find that on Rocker Robotics is the username over on YouTube.
You'll find a link in the description. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll find a link in the description below for Jason's YouTube page, as well as I'll throw in the Tabletop Battlefield website as well. And so for tonight, we have this episode that we are going to talk about in a little bit, but for those of you who have seen these commentary premieres we're doing, well, it's a little bit different because I already released the episode, and so for those of you watching on YouTube, there'll be a link to the episode below already, and you can already view it on YouTube, but we're going to just show it now anyway. And this episode is titled Gearnt and Light Folly, for very good reason, because it shows Gearnt and Light Folly a little bit, establishing their characters, integrating with other characters in the TOV storyline. And of course, you have Light Folly here, and you got Gearnt right here, who are the main voice actors for this. And yes, there is Gearnt's sword.
Yeah. My Roman gladiator is still sitting right here.
We're gonna play the episode once without us being here, and then we'll go through the episode again and just talk about it, give a little bit of commentary with the amount of time that we have left for the live stream, and then finish the live stream, say goodbye, and that'll be it. So with that, we'll see you in a little bit.
What do you mean you are in charge? You just can't walk right up.
Silence!
And then my army will follow.
That was the end of the episode, and like I said, not much going on other than just the interaction of Gearnt and Light Folly there. We get to see a little bit of magic of Toothpick escaping from his captors in an anticlimactic kind of way. You kind of expect it to be a little bit more dramatic, but you know what? That's just the way the script went. So how about we get started in just playing this episode, talking about it a little bit as we go through, if you're ready. And we have Gearnt continuing an argument from the last episode, which Raylan really
That's all they ever
shows,
do.
but Raylan kind of cuts him down to size a bit.
Did happen.
Now, I want a little historical note here with your character. I actually didn't know that the Romans had mail armor. I looked it up, and they actually, this is a fairly accurate depiction of mail armor for the Roman era.
Yeah, chain link type armor. Oh, well,
Something along those lines.
makes a little sense. Now, and during this episode, they are searching for the Earth Elemental, or the Prime Earth Elemental, which kind of makes an appearance at the end of this scene, just so the
And
audience...
that goes way back to the end of season 1, right? Is that where
Right.
you're dealing with the Earth Elemental?
Right.
Way back in the very, the very end.
Pretty much, yeah. So, and we're kind of talking about events that happen, like Gearnt and Nightfall. They are kind of talking about events that happened at the end of season 1 a little bit, where Gearnt gets struck by lightning a little bit. But Gearnt and Nightfall, like originally, were never meant. It was just meant to be kind of like a gag scene. Until I started writing the script for seasons 2 and 3, did I really think about integrating them with the rest of the characters and cast of the story. But it really, and once the season progresses, it really works really well, these two, to be thrown in the situation that they don't want to be in, but they really have no choice because they're just these common soldiers, and they're kind of forced into the conflict.
Right?
My name is Knut Gearnt.
You will go with Drake Alexander here.
And they kind of introduce themselves too, so everybody knows their full names
You will
now.
come search with me, Lightfolly.
It's the
Oh,
Earth
there he
Elemental,
is.
just
Is it like right behind where we were just standing?
pretty much, and just kind of like disappears behind.
That's how
it.
things go.
Just established, and then we're going to the map, and just so a different part of the world here. And we see Toothpick now. We haven't really seen him talk much.
He got captured a few episodes ago. Was it?
He got captured at the end of season 2.
That's where it was, yeah. Too.
He's kind of like in a pit there, which we established at the first episode of season 3.
I like some of the scene structure. How you kind of paint the Morrow as more or less incompetent or just indifferent with some of the way you do those like static shots of the Morrow, like in a few parts here.
Right.
Like right there where you kind of cut above the prison. And
Yeah.
You do something similar later.
They're guarding, but they're not aware that he can fly. Yeah, and I have to keep him static still, because if I move those Morrow around, then it totally it's hard to do that effect shot. But I kind of like that it's really quick, but that took a long time to do that effect of Toothpick, flying in the air, doing that hovering thing. Yeah, it took a good half week because it was a special effect that I didn't have down. I had to create everything and figure it out. A lot of effects I've already established from season 1 and season 2 that I just copy and paste them because HitFilm is wonderful for that. But this one, and there will be effects later on that I'll still have to create because they just haven't been done yet.
Here's the other point it's talking, where you just kind of cut blank to them for a second.
Yeah. You can tell that Kimoshi,
The slight pauses are interesting.
a little bit of dramatic pause, yeah. Or comedic pause. And that just really depends on how the voice actors, the voice actor who plays Kimoshi, how upset he is, and there's also a conflict between Kimoshi and Kurok as well, between okay, who's in more control now, and they kind of fight over that, the whole time that they have their alliance. But it's quite obvious that Kimoshi has a lot of power because of all the forces that she controls. Even though, she's got partial control, but not the full mental control that she probably used to have. Because you see a lot of these Morrow creatures, and that is the episode. And I just want to show the audience. Okay, this is episode 4 that I'm currently working on, and it's just the audio voiceovers. So there's still a lot of work for episode 4 that needs to be done. So hopefully in the next month or 2, that episode will be out. It depends on how much time I can get done with things. That is the episode, everybody, and I hope you all have like enjoyed it, because it's, like I said, it's already been out here past few weeks. And like I said, link in the description below for everything if you're watching this on YouTube, for the episode. And actually, I'll probably just do the season 3 playlist so you can watch the first 3 episodes, and the playlist for season 2 and season 1 as well, just to get caught up if you haven't seen those seasons before. Get caught up on the series, because to really understand season 3, you have to at least watch season 2. Jason, again, thank you for joining us for commentary. And Jason also has helped with a little bit with the story of TOV, but also with the voice acting Knut Gearnt, as well as Ne-Gok-Sa in the show. And always thank him. All my voice actors always thank, because if it wasn't for them, the show wouldn't be half as good as it is. And so, again, I thank you very much for that. And for those of you who are watching this on the Tales of Valhalla YouTube page, this will be an edited down version of what is, I hope to be almost a 30-minute live stream. We'll see. It's hard to keep track of the time for some reason tonight. It's an edited down version, so you can watch the full version on our Conductor Productions YouTube page, which will be a link in the description below as well. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, and just really watch the content out of these things, because the fun thing about these episodes is the rewatchability. I mean, I could literally go back to season 1 and just rewatch through everything, and it's still fun as watching it the first time. I don't know why that is. At least it is for me. So yeah, just binge watch, because it is literally hours of content. We'll see you guys next week when we begin to work on season 3 again, episode 4, season 3. Lots to look forward to. Have a good night. We'll see you guys next week. Later. Bye.